Welcome back to The Loop. I'm so glad you've chosen to spend some time with Jesus today. In our attempt to know Jesus a little better, we've been focusing this week on the authority of Jesus as it's described in the opening chapter of Mark's Gospel. I want to continue that conversation today, but I want to give you a new thought. In Mark chapter 1, verses 23 to 28, Jesus has an encounter with a man who is possessed by a demonic spirit. There is something very revealing in this story that I want you to catch. The demon inside of this man speaks in verse 24, and he says this. He says, "What do you want with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God." In verse 25, there's a response. It just says, "Be quiet," said Jesus sternly. "Come out of him." The evil spirit shook the man violently, came out of him with a shriek. I want you to see that Jesus has authority over the demonic, but even more than that, I want you to see that his authority is not tied to how persuasive he is, but it's tied to who he is. See, Jesus is new to the local scene, and so the people in that community, they don't really understand who he is yet. But this demonic spirit has been around for a long time, and he does know who Jesus is. In fact, he said, "I know who you are, the Holy One of God." This is one of those areas where Christianity parts ways with every other world religion. Jesus was not a man, and he was not just a prophet. He was God in human flesh. And this demon is not the only one to recognize that. The Old Testament prophets said they will call him Emmanuel, which means God with us. The book of Revelation will describe scenes in the future when people are bowing down and they are worshiping Jesus. Now, the only one who has the right to be worshiped is God himself. And so the reason that we submit to Jesus is not because of how persuasive he is, because he is persuasive at times, but we submit to Jesus because of who he is. I need you to know this, because there may be times in your life when you don't understand something that Jesus teaches, you don't like something that Jesus teaches, or you don't agree with something that Jesus teaches. In those moments, we come back to the fact that his authority is not rooted in how persuasive he is, but it's rooted in who he is.